All right, everybody. Nobody Cares Sports. We're here in Oakwood at the home of the Seagulls. That's right, Mckee, Staten Island Tech, building a brand new culture out here. Joining me is head coach Chris App Jr. I appreciate you taking the time, brother.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. I've been out here catching your practice, and I just got to say one thing. It's come a long way out here, this facility, from what I remember of rocks and dirt. I mean, thank you so much for having me out here, brother.
Absolutely. My first job here, I was a summer camp counselor, and the field was horrible.
Yo.
It was rocks and stuff and grass, and they've done a great job of putting money into the program and getting this field under construction. It's a beautiful facility.
Yeah, not only just the Seagulls, though, like visiting players also don't understand how well they have it here. This is a beautiful field. I do want to talk to you a bit, though, about your upcoming season. I realize that it's very difficult to sort of talk about what your journey is going to be so early on, but I understand that you're moving to a new division this year. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So we can't control where they place us in the PSAL. They made that decision later on in the year, but we can control our energy, effort, and enthusiasm in camp. We layer camp into 2 layers. We got grit week, and then we have what we call hard knocks this week, and we're just worried about just stacking days and putting every day together, and everything else will take care of itself. So we're not really looking down the road at who we have right now. We're just, building the foundational plan of camp.
Yep.
And then we're going to scrimmage, and then, we'll do analysis and evaluation, and we'll get ready for the season.
Well, you're doing a great job of building a foundation. I just got to say that because look at us. The sun is setting here. These student athletes are dedicated. You can't see on camera now, but they're finishing up their practice in the background on the other ends of the field. And I know it's tough, Coach, when you've got a great team like this to really hone in on certain players and say who's going to be good for you this year. But are there any players on your team that stand out that you could say these are going to be some leaders for us this year that we could depend on?
First and foremost, we have a lot of seniors coming back. When I took the team over in June, it was kind of a crazy situation, in that we called that year 0. But we have, I think it starts right now with Aaron McDonald. He's probably our best overall player. We're trying to get him into the Ivy Leagues. He went to the Princeton camp. He went to the Harvard camp, and the coaches really liked him. He's got the GPA and the skill set to play for them. So hopefully this year it kind of takes care of itself. And then we have Timoteo Adwusi and Robert Melnick, kind of like 2 guys that I'm really counting on to set the tone and kind of carry the message of the team.
Absolutely. And if there's one thing that I took away from you here today at practice at this team with the Seagulls, it's that defense is extremely strong this year. Would you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, I think, right now we're in the dog days of camp. So on some days we're going to look better offensively, defensively. The evolution of this team, I think, is going to come with moments like this. So we had you come down today. The cameras are on us.
Yeah, well, tell your offense to send all their hate mail to us.
No,
we understand.
Not at all. This is a great part of the process.
Yeah.
This is a great part of the process with kids and kind of getting them ready for moments like this. We want them to be able to play in big moments, in big games. So having you down here today kind of tested their mental toughness. And it was a beautiful moment. It's a teachable moment that leads us into tomorrow.
No,
we're going to talk about, changing our best and just dealing with, hey, when the cameras are on us, we have to perform. We can't change our process.
You can't do it. And we're going to be following your process. Who do you open the season up against? What's your first PSAL matchup?
The first PSAL matchup's against Eagle 2. They're a really tough team that we lost to last year. We're going into Brooklyn, and then we follow up with Port Richmond High School. Coach Varsity, I think, is one of the best coaches in the PSAL. So, we have 2 really tough matchups to open the season. Staten Island opponent, very well coached team in Port Richmond, team that beat us last year in Eagle 2. So, like I said, just to revert back, we're worried about stacking days right now. We're not looking ahead.
No, absolutely. Coach Chris App over here at Mckee, Staten Island Tech, home of the Seagulls. Brother, I wish you the best of luck this year.
Really, thank you for coming.
Yeah, no worries. Nobody cares, man.